Okay, this is a, I've been having problems with my iPhone um, Pro Max for a while now. Um, if you can see here, I've gone to Apple support a few times trying to get them to support me. Um, Also, I do have an iPhone Pro Max with came. I don't know really what's on it right now because I've restored it with Apple a few times and I can't even get to the restore screen. I turn it on. It gives me this screen. This screen looks like the Apple Restore. I go into Apple devices and restore it. It does nothing. Um, um, we can go into Apple devices real quick and see. That's Apple devices. I'm gonna see if I can find my, my cable I've been using. It's a high dollar USB-C cable. Um, and that's what it says. Update or restore. I'm just trying to update. I've tried to restore. I've tried updating. Every time I do it, it just fails. So let's click on restore and restore an update. And it does this for a while. And this is a screen. We're going to do it one more time. I'm just recording this. I'm disabled, low income. I run on disability. This phone's expensive for me. I got it from Mobile Supply. They gave me an iPhone 12 Pro Max, was defective. I had the battery and the screen somehow defective on it. So I contacted them after I realized they were defective, and they said that they would. After they said I'd ship it back through Amazon, not through Amazon, but through their shipper. They did a FedEx. They did it to me the next day, and then by the next 2 days later, I had a FedEx here, and then I went ahead and then I went ahead and shipped that one back, and then they shipped me this one when I got the new phone. I got this phone. It was iPhone Pro Max 15. I was supposed to advertise for a mobile supply, and I tried to do that with my videos and with my app. I have 13 or 14 YouTube channels. I have a lot of TikToks and all these other things, and so I was trying to bring awareness to Mobile Supply because Mobile Supply has been a really decent company to me. The person I've been on the phone with anyway. I don't know if they're a good company or not, but I restored, and I've been doing this waiting for my phone to work, and I've been having problems getting it working. I've sent everybody emails, my three carriers emails. They were Access Wireless, what was Zero Wireless as a free phone service. Then I had also had a nerve supply, the Cricket Mobile. I was on their trial version, and then I ended up choosing Mint Mobile. I spent $84 for 3 months on Mint Mobile, and then I ended up having problems where this would never restore and actually work correctly. So I ended up having to buy two more Android phones, a Samsung phone that I've lost, and a Nair phone that was a Motorola phone that worked really good actually for $50 phone versus this being when I bought it from iPhone 12 Pro Max was like $350 $400 with I paid some down and then also I paid it with a firm. And I'm having problems with Affirm now. I'm having problems with Capital One now. Capital One and bought Affirm, and they also bought Discover. So I'm having problems with Capital One and Discover and Affirm. Don't know why everybody's having me problems. I think everybody hates me, I guess. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know why they would hate me. I'm a nice guy. I've been generous and I pay my bills and I'm get behind my bills because I get so many bills that I just get behind them. Um, I need a phone to do my YouTube and all the other stuff, but also I need it to be able to talk to people and make medical appointments. Use mobile. There's a program called um, uh, Mobile More. What it's mobile? I don't know the name, but it's a service to take you, give you a ride from that uses Uber and Lyft, and they get you to your medical appointments. Can't do that without this phone. I can do it on the web, but it's kind of a pain to do on the web. A lot of these apps are just based on the phone. Now, I wish there was a Linux-based phone that was really a decent Linux-based phone. I wish there was, and this Android phone I had, that $50 phone, was a pretty good phone, and this is a pretty good phone. I even played with Microsoft phones before they had Microsoft phones, and I've also played with the MCE Microsoft phones before they had even the new their PDA phones. I've been playing with phones for a while. I've been using computers since the x86 machine came out, and now I'm using an Intel machine because my AMD uh, 6 core somehow died, and I had to transfer the GPU to this machine, the memory of the GPU, and I need to see what's wrong with it. I gotta figure out what's wrong with it. Anyway, it's still going through the process of trying to software iPhone restorer made restoring software, making the software, and it's just showing the screen across the screen right now. I don't know if Apple has blocked me or not because I've contacted Apple multiple times. And when I contact Apple, they usually send me an email response to my email service. And I don't know if I'm blocked from Apple or if Google's blocking me, but I'm not getting those email responses saying that my phone I get my password reset restore email saying that they'll reset my phone. I don't know what's going on with me lately. I may be a super imp god where I've had control multiple plants, and that way because I'm somehow ate these people in my sleep and did this all in my sleep, and also maybe president of the world because I did that in my sleep, and I was doing that because I hear voices, and these voices are different people. You know, I even see people like Donald Trump and Putin was in my room one night, and I was grabbing at Putin, at Trump, saying, "Why are you being friends with him, and why can't you do anything about January 6th, and why did you have people die that day when you could have just walked them through?" You know, I don't know why. I wrote that article when I was press and media after I went to not Computex, but CES 2025, and then I wrote that article later, and then I got into CES 2026's media, and they sent me a badge that wasn't media on CES 2026. I don't know what caused that. And then I actually then talked to some of the girls I met at the CES 2026, and they got me into Computex because I also had some other articles about the Route 89, the bus stations for signage, and also Route 89, the route, and then also the water skiing, jet skiing in the and RSM Lake and the Mission Viejo Lake, and then also I was trying to get my status restored with the Rotary clubs, and that's another thing I've been trying to do. It's on Press and Media. Looks like this iPhone could not be restored, and a known error code 9-132A-FFF occurred. Anyway, please help me support me. I have 13, 14 YouTube channels. I've never had any money from Google for my YouTubes, except I got $200 payment one time. I did some AdSense stuff related to. I had ads on my real estate when I did real estate ads on my. I helped them, and somebody clicked on those ads, and somehow I made some money on that. And that was the only time I did it, and that was when I was in Friendship Shelter, and that was over, I think, 13, 14 years ago. And then I never had any money from Google since then. I do believe in Google. I've been with YouTube for 20 years. It will be in June, or I think 20 years. And I've been with this is my 20th year actually, with YouTube, and also I'm a big fan of YouTube, and also I'm a big fan of TikTok and Instagram and all these other video services because I love video because I went to Coursera. I went to Coursera to get my degree through my bachelor's degree, but before I got my bachelor's degree, I went to local college at Emerald College and learned about photography and did a lot of different advertising and different courses in media and TV and radio, and just learned everything about that stuff. So I was always really interested in radio, TV. Anyway, Emerald College is a great school and does a great job on doing that. And even took some of the radio classes, so I just learned a lot about them. Anyway, Thanks for watching. Looks like this isn't going to go anywhere. Phone still can't be backed up. It must be restored in the factory set sign. And then I click on restore again, and it does the same error. You can watch it again if you want, but and I just wanted to get it to where the factory is restored so I can get access to my I did have a lot of problems because of this phone. I had a lot of my secret settings on my iPhone 15 that was misplaced or stolen. Somehow my 15 disappeared on me, and when my 15 disappeared on me, and that's what I took to CES, and I have a video of it in my live video about some guy just like me having problems with their iOS 26 series. I For some odd reason having 50 gigs or more data being used. Data and iOS usage on the phone. And I don't know why I would have that much. Some I could see some from maybe me uploading something. I did have some uh, Bitcoin wallets there with nothing in them, but yeah, that might have made the space. But 50 gigs, and then when I restored it to completely restored, it dropped to 15 gigs. I don't know. And that was during CES 2026. I ended up restoring it after I finished doing shoots for the day on Saturday. I was there from Saturday to Saturday in this one house. It was a really kind of a forgotten house, but I was lucky enough to get there, and they had two regular locks. I told them that they needed probably upgrade to electronic locks, maybe. But the people were nice. There was an old couple that owned the property, and I stayed there on Airbnb. I even looked down at the old was it Stratosphere Hotel? That's the first time I went to CES. Was I went to the Stratosphere Hotel, met some interesting people at CES, and then Avian was there also. So I went and saw like Jesse Jane and some other porn stores, but also saw all the neat things about. I bought clothes for my nieces and nephews. Well, actually, I didn't, or for mostly for just my nephews because I didn't have nieces at the time, and I bought them clothes and so I could bring it back. And then I was out of my room and went down to use the internet and came back up. And I didn't have an iPhone because the iPhones existed, but I didn't have one. And when I went back to my room, all my stuff was stolen, and I had to go back and go to all the stores. And iRock was the only store that Hard Rock was the only store that said they'll give me a discount because I knew I came back and bought the same stuff, and so I bought the same stuff so I could bring it and give it to my nephews and nieces for because I wanted to be a good uncle at the time. And it looks like it's doing a factory iPhone factory mode, restoring software to iPhone. Don't know if it's going to be successful or not. Looks like the line's going across it on the top here. And this cable is a more expensive. It's a cable for I bought it for my laptop and for my Steam Deck. It's for the Series 4 version of the transfer program. Uh, it's Linus Tech Tips has their cables. This was probably about the same price as one of their cables, but it was made to transfer data between hard drives or for computers, I guess. It was the new series of I don't know the number, uh, but it's Intel has their transfer the wired transfer method, and this is it. I bought this cable a while back. It was a more expensive cable. I'm guessing I get error. iPhone cannot be restored, and another error number 9 again. So I guess this is going to end this video. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Appreciate you watching. Enjoyed it. Bye.